Okay, now we will see how this para product is generated. Right. So when it undergoes Claisian rearrangement, it generates the product. I'll directly write the product. This is the result of Claisian rearrangement. Now it again undergoes 3,3 Cope rearrangement. Or we can say Cope rearrangement like this: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So in the first case, it is undergoing a rearrangement. In the second case, again it is undergoing a rearrangement. So when it undergoing rearrangement for the first time, the substituent's place will change, right? Here, the carbon which is attached to oxygen doesn't have any substituents, but because of the rearrangement, the carbon attached to benzene ring now has the substituents. Now again, this 3,3 bond will be generated, then 1,1 bond will be broken. So it generates, it was there initially, then 1, 2, 3. So this is the third carbon, and we have yourself. Right. So yeah, when we give numbering 3, 2, 1. So we have substituents on first carbon. So the substituents will be like this. So when we look at the overall reaction and the position of the substituents, when it is undergoing Claisian rearrangement for the first time, the position of the substituents will change. But when it is undergoing Cope rearrangement from ortho product to para product, now the allylic system is same as on the oxygen. The allylic system is same as on the oxygen. So it means when you want to write the para product, you don't need to worry at all. You just break this bond and keep all this molecule moiety at the para position. So this undergoes tautomerization, the hydrogen here. So this will undergo tautomerization to generate again the phenol product. This one. Now I will give you some examples. You give the product. If a methyl group is there, some alkyl group, when we heat this, it undergoes Claisian rearrangement to give ortho product this side. Okay, this is not the only ortho position. We have two ortho positions, right? If one ortho position is occupied, so the allyl group cannot migrate to there because it cannot generate the aromatic product. So if you want to generate the aromatic product, the place of ortho or para, it must be unsubstituted. If it is substituted, then it will not undergo rearrangement to that position. So in this case, if I have one substituent here on the one ortho carbon, then the rearrangement will take place to other ortho carbon. But if both the ortho carbons are substituted, if both ortho carbons are substituted, then only this rearrangement will lead to para product. So first it will undergo Claisian rearrangement to the ortho position. First it will undergo Claisian rearrangement to the ortho position. Then it undergoes Cope rearrangement to the para position. Okay, it doesn't mean that if it is occupied, it will not undergo Claisen rearrangement. It will undergo Claisen rearrangement because we don't have hydrogen here. It will not undergo enolization to give the phenol product here itself. So obviously, it will undergo further Cope rearrangement. It will undergo further Cope rearrangement to the para position. So it gives the final product with para substitution. We have hydrogen here and this is the allyl. So this will undergo tautomerization to give the final para product. So please understand that if one other position is occupied, then it Claisen rearrangement will take place to the other ortho position. As I said, ortho product is the major product, but not the para product. Para product is always a minor. If you have one substituent at one ortho position, if one ortho position is occupied, then the rearrangement or Claisen rearrangement will occur on the other free ortho position. If both the ortho positions are occupied, then the Claisen product will then leads to Cope product so that it gives a para product. So always remember that if ortho, at least one ortho is free, ortho product is the major. If both ortho are occupied with some substituents, then para is the major product. Now you predict the product here. In this example, yeah, what are the products here? Of course, both other positions are occupied, but still you are expected to give the product. I'll give you one more example. Of course, it is a straightforward problem. You can get it from the confirmation I have given. So what is the product here? Okay. So you try to attempt the products in both these cases. Right. Quickly, I'll give the products also. Here, of course, it is a straightforward thing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you can write the product. There is no problem here. But here, you see, because both other positions are already occupied, the product will be a para, right? In this case, what we will try to write is OH, and of course this side also, and this is the para product. Fine. But you see, this group is also an allylic system, so this can also involve in Cope rearrangement, right? In the previous case, we have just an alkyl group, so it will not involve in Cope rearrangement. But here what we have is an allylic system, so it is a potential moiety for involving in Cope rearrangement. So instead of this allyl group, first it undergoes Claisen so that it generates. I'll write the intermediate, okay. Then I'll explain the product. Yeah, this is the intermediate from Claisen rearrangement. Then see, both these groups are potential groups to involve in Claisen rearrangement. So here what we will get is we will get two products. If this involves in Cope rearrangement, we will get this product. If this involves in Cope rearrangement, we will get one more product. Yeah, I'll just write this. you take the substituents. Okay, it's not fitting here. So there are two possible products after Claisen rearrangement. These two allylic systems may involve in a cope rearrangement. If this involves in cope rearrangement, this is the product. If this involves in cope rearrangement, then it is the product. Okay. Now we will see how we generate substrates for Claisen rearrangement. When we have allyl alcohols can be vinylated using vinyl ethyl ether. This is vinyl ethyl ether. So allyl alcohols can be vinylated with vinyl ethyl ether in presence of mercuric acetate. So it generates substrates for the Claisen rearrangement. This vinyl group now is transferred here. When we heat this fellow, it undergoes Claisen rearrangement. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we can break this bond. We can polarize like this. Because this OH is below the plane, now this entire vinyl group is also below the plane. So it transfers to this carbon from below the plane, but not from above the plane. Remember, this OH group is already in the below the plane. So it directs the stereochemistry here. So the product here it is a carbonyl double bond, and this is an allyl system. Sorry. Yeah. This is double bond and this is carbonyl. This is the product. This is a very good intermediate for the synthesis of many natural products. This conversion is occurring at 200 degrees centigrade. This conversion is occurring at 200 degrees centigrade. Now I will give you one more problem, practice problem. What is the product here, and when we heat it, what is the Claisen product? Okay, remember, though we have a double bond here, but it is not the substrate for either Claisen or cope rearrangement because it is far away from the 1, 2, 3 system. So when it is vinylated here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it fits, but not this fellow. Okay. So that is why it is not the substrate for Claisen or cope here. In the next example, we will see in the Claisen rearrangement. So far what we are preparing only aldehydes. It is also possible to have ketones. This is an in situ reaction, right? Here we don't need to separate the product, vinylation product, and then treat it for pericyclic reactions. when we treat this with phosphoric acid, it undergoes ether formation, vinylation of this alcohol. So this is the substrate. This vinyl group will be added here. So the product is, this is the product. When we heat it, it is not the product, it is intermediate. So when we heat it at 150 degrees centigrade, it undergoes Claisian rearrangement. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we will break this bond, we will form this bond. When we are doing so, what we are generating, this is 1, 2, 3. We have two methyl groups here. This is the third carbon. Again, we are attaching to third carbon, and on the second carbon we have oxygen, so it becomes carbonyl. And second carbon we also have methyl group. So this is one. Again, I'll write the numbering 3, 2, 1. So on the second carbon we have OH, oxygen, so it becomes carbonyl. We also have methyl group, so it becomes a ketone. So using Claisian rearrangements, we can also prepare ketones, not only aldehydes. It is also possible to have ketones. Here this we get around 93%. Not only ketones, it is also possible to have carboxylic acids or carboxylic esters in a Claisian rearrangement. I'll give you an example for this. When allyl alcohol is used for esterification with acetic acid, so it is esterification reaction. When allylic alcohol and acetic acid forms an ester, this is the ester. When this ester is treated with LDA and TMS chloride, LDA is a strong base, so the proton on alpha carbon is acidic, so LDA pick up this proton, so it generates an enolate ion. TMS chloride is generally used to trap the enolate ion. So what is the product here? The product here is this fellow. So this enolate ion is trapped here. Now you look at the substrate. This is a very good substrate for Claisian rearrangement. So when it is heated, it undergoes Claisian rearrangement. I'll give the numbering 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there will be a bond formation between 3, 3 carbons. There will be a bond breaking between 1, 1 carbon. So what is the product here? The product here is I'll give the numbering oxygen 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we are generating a bond between 3 carbons. We are breaking the bond between 1, 1 carbon. Now you see this is TMS ester. This can be hydrolyzed to generate the carboxylic acid, right? TMS ester can be hydrolyzed to generate the carboxylic acid. Now we can also do cross esterification so that we will get an ester. This is called ester enolate Claisian. This reaction is called ester enolate Claisian. It is an Ireland modification of Claisian rearrangement. Ireland modification of Claisian rearrangement. It is an Ireland modification of Claisian rearrangement. Right. So using Claisian rearrangements, we can prepare aldehydes, we can prepare ketones, we can also prepare carboxylic acids.